Faith Walk with Christ, Part 1. The Faith Walk of Gettysburg started with a run. It was 1942, and I was 14 years old. The Army had set up a anti-aircraft battalion unit in the farm field behind the Kerr household. It set it up so that they could protect the Camden, New Jersey shipyard, which was just a mile away. A few young men from the church held religious services there every Sunday after noon, after lunchtime. One Sunday, I listened to the message by the layman and found myself quietly accepting Jesus Christ. After the service, I ran home to tell my parents. My father was sitting in his favorite chair reading the Bible. And when I told him I accepted Jesus Christ, he called my mother. The three of us hugged each other and had a good cry of joy. At Sunday school, I was all ears in listening more about Jesus and his tremendous love for people, especially like me. What would Jesus have me do now that I wanted to serve him some way? Part 2. My walk with Jesus was very important in my serving Jesus Christ. I did something not many teenage boys would do. They would shy away from doing it, in fact. In a Sunday school contest, we were invited to invite other children to come to Sunday school. I invited other teen boys that I played with to come to Sunday school. I won the contest. The result of what I did provided me with a special verse from the Bible that has been with me from age 16 to today when I am 97 years old. I won a Scofield Reference Bible, and the Sunday school superintendent wrote a verse in the beginning of the Bible. What was that meaningful verse to me, and to reach out to others so that they would come to know Jesus Christ? That verse was very, very important. So important that the Apostle Paul wrote it for Timothy, who was a special young man to him, who was leading the church in Ephesus. So read 1st and 2nd Timothy and pick out the verse. But I'll give you a hint. It's in 2nd Timothy. And it's a verse that each Christian should memorize or be very familiar with, because Paul thought that it was necessary for Timothy to know, and we should know it. So part 3 next week will tell you what that verse was and why it was so important to me.